Welcome to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle, LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off is a public interest forum that encourages your voice to be heard on the topics and issues impacting our local communities. We invite you to be part of the conversation by calling or texting 219-362-0522. You may also email your questions to soundoff at 967theeagle.com. This is a topic-based program, and we ask that you keep your comments brief, concise, and related to the topic being discussed. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the hosts or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. The on-air line is now open for your calls or texts at 219-362-0522. And now, Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to Sound Off on this Monday. Stan Maddox here. Looks like we're going to have a open forum today on Sound Off today, so that means you can call in and express anything you want to say. We were supposed to talk about the 4th of July today, 4th of July parade with some guests from the Kiwanis Club, but so far they haven't shown. So it's going to be a Sound Off Summit right now, unless things change over the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. Give us a call, 362-0522, or give us a text at that same number. Sound Off Summit today, so whatever you want to speak your mind on, give us a call. Of course, lots to talk about. It seems like there's no shortage of things to talk about. Locally or even nationally, especially internationally, with the ongoing situation between Israel and Iran and the missiles that are being launched and striking civilians, and Israel's going after the nuclear war program and or nuclear bomb program in Iran. So things are heating up there very seriously. Who knows when that's going to end? So if you want to speak your mind about that. Lots of turmoil in the world happening right now, that's for sure. You got Iran and Iraq, the ongoing situation between Russia and Ukraine. And so scary times right now, that's for sure. And, of course, over the weekend, they had the No Kings demonstrations across the whole country. One of those demonstrations was in Michigan City. Wow. Just judging from the video I saw, hundreds of people were lined up on both sides of US 12 near the courthouse in Michigan City, protesting the current presidential administration of Donald Trump, saying there's no place for a king in democracy, feeling that President Trump is wielding too much of a iron fist, so to speak. And so demonstrations across the country, including one in Michigan City. Now, there was at least one demonstration in support of President Trump. That was in Niles. So that was an interesting situation that unfolded over the weekend. But the one in Michigan City on Saturday, that was from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. So hundreds of people turned out for that. So if you want to talk about the No Kings demonstrations, give us a call. Let's take a phone call right now and see who we have on the line. You're on Sound Off. What would you like to talk about?
Are you talking to me?
Hello, are you there?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I have a question. I was wondering if anybody knows yet. Yeah, I have a question. I was wondering if anybody knows yet. Yeah. Why they quit paving there by the library on Maple Avenue? Between yes, can you hear me? Why they quit paving there by the library on Maple Avenue? Between yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you have your radio on? Because we have a 10-second delay, and if you have your radio on, that can be a confusing situation. So your question is, why have they stopped paving by the library on Maple?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my question. I'm sorry about the phone situation.
Yeah, I can hear your radio in the background. You got to turn your radio down because we're on a 10-second delay.
Yeah, that's my question. I'm sorry about the phone situation.
Okay, so why? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they have stopped paving by the library on Maple. Hopefully, somebody with the city with some knowledge can give us a call and give us the answer. 362 0522. Let's see. We have a text message. This listener is saying that No Kings demonstration is just muck created by Democrats and the elitist media. So any thoughts on that? Apparently, that listener thinks it's all just a bunch of nonsense and propaganda being stirred up by the Democrats and the elitist media, that he says. Okay, 362-0522. Any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on the situation that's ongoing between Israel and Iran? Or anything else? Of course, in Minnesota, boy, two state lawmakers two state lawmakers were shot, one assassinated, and then the spouse of one of the state lawmakers also assassinated, and the spouse of another state lawmaker survived. So you have two deaths, two survivors by a shooter, they say, impersonated a police officer wearing full uniform and even driving a police vehicle, or at least a vehicle that was made to look like a squad car. So wild things happening nowadays in the world. And, of course, the ongoing situation in Los Angeles, they're opposed to ICE, and they're demonstrating, and there's demonstrations in other major cities against ICE. So very tumultuous times, needless to say, throughout the nation. Any thoughts on that? The demonstrators who are opposed to ICE and enforcing the nation's immigration laws. That's one of the things they were talking about at some of these No Kings demonstrations on Saturday, including the one in Michigan City. Did you drive by the demonstration in Michigan City? Did you take part in that demonstration? If so, we'd like to hear from you, or just anybody in general with any thoughts on those No Kings demonstrations. We have open lines today on Sound Off Summit. Here's a text message. America is a constitutional republic. Nowhere in the Constitution or the amendment says anything about democracy. That's interesting. That's what one listener had to say. Let's see. Somebody was asking, did I hear anything about a barn fire on 450 East last night around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning? Apparently they heard the call go out on the scanner. I haven't heard anything about that. I'll definitely check into that once I get off the air here on Sound Off this afternoon. Call the mayor about the paving, and they gave me a cell number. You know what? That's a good idea. I got my cell phone handy, so I'm not sure if he'd know the answer to that. Perhaps he would. If Mayor Dermody's out there and listening, hey, you know the number, 362-0522. Give us a call. We'll certainly have you on the air with any information that you want to give on Sound Off today. 362-0522. That's our number to call. So give us a call. We were supposed to talk about the 4th of July parade in LaPorte, but our guests from the Kiwanis Club must have been a mix-up in scheduling, but they didn't show up. And if they do show up, hey, we'll bring them right on the program, that's for sure. So give us a call. Of course, locally, the controversy with State Senator Mike Bohachik. He's charged with OWI. That's been widely reported. Finally, a judge in Porter County accepted a case about a week ago. All the judges in LaPorte County, and understandably so, recused themselves because it's, Senator Bohachik. He's a political figure, and the judges are elected, so they don't want to have any appearance of impropriety. So they found an outside judge who has decided to handle the case and found probable cause. So Senator Bohachik now formally charged with OWI, alleged blood alcohol level between 3 and 4 times the legal limit. So if you have any thoughts on that, give us a call. Just a little note to pass along. Dennis wanted me to remind you out there that Mayor Dermody will, of course, be on the Stump the Mayor program tomorrow morning with Dennis, 6:30 a.m. right here on 96.7 The Eagle. A lot of people enjoy that show, Stump the Mayor, so he'll be on to see if Dennis can stump him with a question that has some history to it about the city of LaPorte. So that's always fun. And a reminder out there, lots of roadworks happening. And tomorrow, State Road 39 from US 20 all the way to the Michigan line is going to be closed for 2 days, starting tomorrow So Tuesday and Wednesday, that'll be closed because they're going to do some seal coating to make sure the road lasts for a couple of more years, longer than originally anticipated. So they'll be doing some of that coating, seal coating on State Road 39. And that'll be closed from US 20 all the way to the Michigan state line. That's a pretty long stretch. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get into town tomorrow morning. I'm going to have to sit down tonight and chart my best course. I'll tell you what, we got a phone call right now. Let's take that call. You're on Sound Off. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I was wanting to talk about Senator Bartek. Hey, you hear me?
I can hear somebody in the background because I hear background noise.
Yeah,
you got your radio.
Hey, you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I wanted to talk about Senator Bartek.
You have your radio on. You got to turn your radio down. We're on a 10-second delay.
I wanted to talk about Senator Bartek.
Okay, what would you like to say?
It's down.
Okay, yeah, we're on a 10-second delay, so you really have to turn your radio down because you're going to be confused on when I'm exactly talking to you and when you're responding.
Okay, hang on.
That's going to be confusing as well. So we're in a 10-second delay. Please turn down your radio, and you won't be confused. Okay, let's get that done. Let's take another call on Sound Off. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna.
Hello.
Hello. Hang on, Stan.
Okay. All right. Not sure what she said.
Hello.
Yeah, go right ahead. Hello, you're on Sound Off.
Yeah,
three
hello.
calls in a row, and we haven't had this much confusion on the calls here on Sound Off in quite a while. If
I do not have my radio on. I'm listening
and
to
listen
you on my cell phone.
in the phone for me to talk to you, and that's the live feed is your phone. That's the live feed.
I do not have my radio on. I'm listening to you on my cell phone.
Okay, well, go right ahead.
I was wanting to talk about Senator Bartek.
All right, speak your mind.
Why would a
Right now.
question about him getting arrested for drinking and driving? Anybody else public figures would have been arrested right away. About him getting arrested for drinking and driving. Anybody else public figures would have been arrested right away.
Yeah, well, the Indiana Constitution says a state lawmaker, especially when it comes to misdemeanor crimes, cannot be arrested while the state legislative session is in session. And the legislature was meeting from January until the end of April, and he got pulled over in January. So they had to wait until the legislative session was over at the end of April to do anything. Okay, so yeah, there was no favoritism shown. It was simply the Indiana Constitution, because it says in the Constitution if a state lawmaker is charged with a misdemeanor crime, they cannot be arrested until the legislative session is over. So the officer also pointed that out when Mr. Bohanczyk was arrested. Here's a text message. Congrats to the Crown Point Bulldogs softball team on winning the state championship. Good to have a winning Northwest Indiana team. Yeah, great. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's try our luck again with this next phone call. You're on Sound Off. Can you hear me? Hello. Are you there?
Stan, it's
Yeah.
Dawn.
Dawn. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Okay.
Calling in about the 4th of July.
Okay. Well, now that you're on, let's talk.
Okay.
People are going to want to know, is there a flyover yet? Usually you don't know until the last minute, but have you secured a flyover?
We have secured all the paperwork and just waiting to hear back that we've been chosen.
Okay. Are you still there?
I am.
Okay. All right. Okay. So all the paperwork has been filed.
Correct. We hope to hear something in the next week and a half.
Okay. That's how it usually goes, right?
It usually does. They like to keep us waiting to the last minute.
All right. So the parade this year is going to start at 10 o'clock, I presume?
It is. Actually, we always advertise a 10 o'clock start time. However, we really wait until the planes come over. So as long as we have that flyover, they've been coming in around 10, 15-ish. As soon as they go over, the parade starts.
Okay. So usually the 10 a.m. start is with the flyover, like you mentioned, and that usually takes about 10 or 15 minutes.
Give or take. Yep, exactly.
All right. So are we going to see some celebrities this year? Perhaps somebody as important as the governor, or, of course, I think Governor Holcomb was in LaPorte last year, right?
He was. And of course, that was his last year in office. We don't have this year's or our current governor coming, as far as we know. However, sometimes those things fall into place last minute. But parade entries are coming in. Actually, the deadline is in the next couple days. So I would like to let people know you need to get your parade entries into us as soon as possible. We will be working on putting the lineup together in the next week. Remember, this year's theme, community spirit in full bloom. So there's a lot there that parade entries can play on, decorate on. We're excited to see some creative ideas that people come up with. Remember the 5K race will also start at 8:30, and they will be lining up at Andrew Ave and J Street, or Highway 2, I guess. Corner of Andrew and Lincoln Way there, Jay.
Okay.
And
Andrew Avenue and Lincoln Way, that's where they're going to line up for the 5K.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Now, of course, that route is along Lincoln Way, right? From, what is it, from one end of the route to the other?
Yeah, the actual beginning of the parade traditionally starts at Tipton Street and runs all the way to Andrew Ave. It's about a 1.5 mile route. So any parade participants want to be prepared for that kind of walk. If you're participating in the parade and there's going to be kids in the parade, make sure you have people there with water. We don't know what the weather is right now, but it could be hot. But what we like to say, we'd like to have a nice, maybe anywhere between 78-degree day and an 82-degree day. That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, and no rain. No rain. Yes, maybe some clouds, perhaps, to help with the sunshine to keep people from getting too hot. So, I agree. No rain, that's for sure. I don't want that.
No.
All right. So still time for people to get their entries in, right? When's the deadline again?
Actually, the deadline is today.
Ooh, wow. They better act fast, that's for sure.
Yes, but we will definitely still accept applications probably through mid to the end of this week, but then we will shut it off.
Okay. Any idea how many units will be in the parade this year?
Well, we are currently over 90-plus units, which we know there's applications being sent currently. So we're sure that we'll probably be right around that 100 and 110 mark.
All right, great. Of course, 4th of July, as everybody knows, very big deal here in LaPorte. A lot of people come out to watch the parade each and every year. I know there's estimates. What's the estimate? The estimated turnout each and every year, like 30,000 or something like that?
Yeah, right around anywhere between 30 to 40,000. And sometimes it depends on what we have going, who's coming. And traditionally, it's right around that 35,000 mark.
Okay, yeah, incredible turnout, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And we've this is our 79th year, Stan.
79 years. Well, you don't look a day over 40.
Oh, thanks.
Of course, the Kiwanis Club took over the parade. How many years has that been now? 4 or 5?
So, yeah, I believe this is their 4th year. Yeah. And so we are so lucky to have them and to be able to step up and take on this project. They have been fantastic. They're helping grow it, revamp it. They're working now on the parade program, and there will be 5,000 parade programs passed out along the parade route, and those are free.
Okay, great. Okay, I got to ask Meatball. We're going to keep Dawn on, right, and go to a commercial break. Is that? Can you hang on, Dawn, and we'll talk more about the parade?
Sure.
Okay, we got to take a quick commercial break. We're talking to Dawn Ziegler now about the upcoming 4th of July parade. Stay with us here on Sound Off.
Pick is in full swing at Garwood's. Draft horse wagons are available to take you and the family to the fields on weekends. If U-Pick is not your thing, there are plenty of pre-picked berries available in the Garwood Farm Market, along with over 15 varieties of baked or frozen pies to choose from. And make sure to pick up a dozen donuts or a couple of Garwood's fresh fruit turnovers while there. Preparing to grill out? Garwood's has 4 packs of local Parkman Farms Angus patties at $1 off per package this week. Or for big parties, 5-pound boxes are on sale with 20 patties. Match it up with Garwood homegrown asparagus and you will have a winning meal. Still a great selection of flower baskets and planters available at 40% off while supplies last. Also on the market, Indiana cabbage at $2.75 per head and Indiana zucchini and yellow squash, just $1.75 per pound. Coming soon, Garwood red raspberry U-Pick. Garwood's, now open daily from 9 to 6. Last wagon to U-Pick at 4:30. Garwood's on 50 South past Pinola. GarwoodOrchard.com.
Is having fun and staying social part of your everyday life? Come to Trustwell Living at Settlers Place and it will be. Studies show as we age, having regular social interactions and engaging in meaningful conversations improve your overall health and well-being. Settlers Place on Monroe Street offers a built-in network of activities and interactions that foster a sense of belonging and connection. Come live your best quality of life in your new forever home at Settlers Place. Call 219-326-7283 or visit Trustwell Living Settlers Place on Facebook.
It's getting pretty expensive to go anywhere and do pretty much anything. So what if we can help with that? Winning Wednesdays are back, and we got loads of free tickets for you on the Eagle. How about some passes for the whole family to amusement parks and water parks, local events, and tickets to some of the biggest concerts in the region, including shows at Tinley Park in Chicago. We've even got tickets for shows that haven't even been announced yet. So listen up every Wednesday to the Morning Mayhem with Dennis and Al for Winning Wednesday. Free tickets for you and even the whole family on 96.7 The Eagle. Sponsored by LaPorte Community Federal Credit Union.
This forecast has been brought to you by Kingsford Discount Liquors, conveniently located next to BP Amico in Kingsford Heights. They have the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits at unbeatable prices. Kingsford Discount Liquors, your one stop for gas, fried chicken, and liquor.
Michiana weather. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times this afternoon, with daytime highs approaching 84. Lows around 66. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies expected. From the Weather Center at hometownnewsnow.com. Currently, it's 81 degrees.
Thank you for tuning in to Sound Off. You can now text or email your questions directly to the studio. Call or text 362-0522 or email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is Sound Off.
And welcome back. Our guest right now, Dawn Ziegler with the Kiwanis Club. She's in charge of talking about the parade today, the 4th of July parade. Let's go back to Dawn. Dawn, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Hey, who is this year's Grand Marshal of the parade?
Okay, I've got a few of them to list. Maggie Spart, founder and president of the Unity Foundation of County.
Okay.
She is one of our grand parade marshals. Dr. D. McDonald, he was recently named president of Bethel University in Mishawaka, South Bend.
Yeah, he was on the last baseball championship team from LaPorte High School.
Absolutely, a LaPorte County, LaPorte High School graduate. He is also going to be highlighted in our parade this year. And then, it is the Army's 250th birthday. And we have retired Master Sergeant Charles Martin. He's an esteemed veteran and local volunteer, and he is our grand celebration marshal.
Wow. All right, Charles Martin, what else can you tell me about him?
I know that he is I want to say he's 90-some years old, I believe. And he is very excited. He is going to be in full uniform, and he will be highlighted in a military Jeep. He will be up in the first part of the parade. He's very involved with all the veteran organizations, and we can't be more honored to have him in our parade this year.
Great. And does he live in LaPorte?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
And he's very active in all the veteran organizations.
Okay. Yeah, that is exciting. Yeah, no kidding. Anybody else?
As for marshals, that is who we have secured right now. As I always say, though, Stan, anything can change at the last minute, so we have room for additions. We have bands lined up again this year. LaPorte High School Marching Band, New Prairie Marching Band. I believe Michigan City is going to be in our parade this year.
All right. Yeah, it's always nice to hear the high school bands.
It is. That's one of the highlights, I think, that people look forward to. They get the crowd engaged.
All right. Any other noteworthy things that you want to mention that's going to be in the parade?
Well, we're excited to see some of the floats this year. The Kiwanis put on a float making workshop a couple months ago, and it was well attended. And so we're really excited to see what people have come up with the theme, with the community spirit in full bloom. We're hoping to see a lot of flowers.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, no kidding. Red, white, and blue flowers, right?
That's right.
All right. Let's see. Can we take that call?
Not at the same time.
Okay, great. Well, I'll tell you what, Dawn, thanks a lot. Anything else before I let you go?
No, we're real excited. As updates come in, Stan, we'll be sure to let you know. And we always appreciate your support.
Okay. And, of course, we're going to see clowns and interesting people, funny people like that, right?
Oh, you bet. I know that's your favorite.
Yeah, we like the clowns. We got to do the interviews with the clowns. We can't let them pass us by without an interview, that's for sure. Well, Don, thanks a lot. Sure. Okay, Don. Well, thanks for calling us up on Sound Off today. Appreciate that.
You bet. Thanks, Dan.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Don Ziegler with the Kiwanis Club talking about the 4th of July parade in LaPorte. I'll tell you what, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back after this.
Looking for trusted auto care? Look no further than Flanagan Tire. Their family has been proudly serving LaPorte County for 77 years. From brakes, struts, alignments, oil changes, and shocks to tires and batteries, they deliver quality service you can count on. Voted Reader's Choice for Best Tire Store in LaPorte County 24 years in a row. They're the name you can trust. Stop by 130 West 6th Street in Michigan City or call 872-8688. Flanagan Tire, keeping you on the road safely for generations.
Who's ready for the 178th LaPorte County Fair? It's the best part of the summer. The gates open Saturday, July 5th for another week of exciting family-friendly fun and things to do. From the rodeo, monster trucks, and the demolition derbies, the carnival rides, and deep-fried everything. Cancel the diet for an exciting week with your friends and family. Come out and enjoy all that the LaPorte County Fair has to offer. Avoid the long lines by pre-purchasing your admission tickets for season passes Monday through Wednesday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the fair office or online at lpfair.com. Seniors Day will take place Tuesday, July 8th. Those 62 years or better, your admission is free to the fair this year. And Friday, July 11th, the LaPorte County Fair honors those veterans and active military with free admission. Come check out all the 4-H projects, visit the barns, and congratulate those young children on their hard work and dedication. It's another exciting year for the LaPorte County Fair, July 5th through July 12th. We'll see you at the fair.
96.7 The Eagle. Hey, Dennis Siddell here, gearing up for the Tuesday edition of the Mayhem. And as most of you know, on Tuesday at 6:30, we like to play a little show called Stump the Mayor with LaPorte City Mayor Tom Dermody. Of course, if you got a question for the mayor, text me those questions, 362-0522. As always, Stan Maddox will have your local news. Wayne Mahar's got your forecast. I'll have plenty of country music. And, of course, being Tuesday, LaPorte City Mayor Tom Dermody. It's all here on 96.7 The Eagle.
Your opinion matters. We invite you to share it by calling the on-air line at 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome back to Sound Off on this Monday. We're returning to Sound Off Summit during the last 7 or 8 minutes of the program today. Of course, Don Ziegler from the Kiwanis Club talking to us about the 4th of July parade in between. So that was nice to hear from Don. I tell you what, we got a call to take. They've been hanging on for quite a while. Let's take that call. You're on.
Yeah, hey, I like what Trump's doing. Man, he's right on it. Support them ice. They're doing the right thing. Those,
okay. Anything else that he's doing that you like?
Oh, God. The border. You name it. I'm not crazy about the present war situation in the Middle East. I hope they get that over there quick. But, hey, it's early in his administration. Let's see what happens. And, as far as all them protesters are concerned, why don't they just go ahead and, when they get the illegals gone, why don't they just go ahead and scoop up them protesters, take them down to the border and dump them off too?
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks a lot for the call. Does anybody want to offer a rebuttal? Let's take another call. You're on Sound Off. Go right ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if there's any information about where we can find out about the Stell Road closure. There's different things on the news concerning Buffalo and Elkhart, but nothing on the main artery here right outside of town.
Oh, the toll road?
No, Fail Road.
Oh, Fail Road. Yeah, I actually had to take Fail Road the past couple of days to get around that little closure on 39. I saw them putting the road signs out. I was wondering the same thing.
This just started today.
Yeah, we're going to have to try to find out why they're closing Fail Road. That's from 2 all the way to...
It's between Severs Road and Highway 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We'll try to find out as soon as I get off of Sound Off.
Sure, thanks.
Okay. All right. Here's a text message. This listener is saying, pretty sad when a felon can be the president, but I can't get a decent job. Trump is a liar. Okay. Anybody else want to send a text message or a call to that one? Give us a call, 362-0522. Of course, let's see. Yeah, Fail Road. We're going to try to find that out. And then somebody sent us a text message saying that it was a garage that burnt down on County Road 450 South. So a couple of things I'll have to chase down once I get off the air. In just a couple of minutes. So anything else on your mind, give us a call or send us a text message, 362-0522. Let's take the call. You're on the air.
Hi, Stan.
Oh, hi, Bill. How you doing?
Okay, we're just here reminiscing when we're hearing about, and I've just pulled out an old newspaper with a great big long float. Got a Alice Chalmers round bailer on it, pulled by a WD-45.
Wow.
1957.
Wow.
And
that was from what year?
That's 57. All those years, they had a big judging stand right in front of the courthouse, and you had them come by. The Alice Chalmers float, LaPorte Savings, First National, Reggie Pendleton Oldsmobile, Trigg Buick, Mitchell Chevrolet, Setzi Ford, all had big floats. North Shore and Bort's Farm Store usually won it. It was a kind of a tie between Bort's Farm Store and First National Bank. Real flowers on the floats, girls in evening gowns. And that evening at about 6, 7 o'clock, the trophies were presented in front of the grandstand at the fairgrounds. And I want to call that the good old days, like you reminisce with your country music and the good old days. There was really a lot of effort put forth, and it really meant something. Yeah, it really, real flowers and pretty girls on the floats. And extended, those floats were long and beautiful. Yeah.
Wow.
Good old days, memories.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing those with us, Bill. That's interesting to, picture myself. Yeah. I wasn't around back then, but just trying to picture it makes it kind of fun.
I'll bring you a few pictures one of these days, Stan.
Okay. Yeah. Look forward to it.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, Bill. Thanks a lot. All right, just a couple of minutes left to go. Still time to take a call or get a text message in, 362-0522. Yeah, it's kind of fun to reminisce about parades from yesteryear. And, any old newspaper article is always interesting to look at. I'm a sucker for those type of things, so I'm glad Bill called to share that with us. All right, just a reminder, State Road 39 closed tomorrow and Wednesday from US 20 to the Michigan state line. So that's when, of course, that little short stretch on 39 by Tiffany Woods Drive and the toll road, that's still closed until pretty much until the end of the month. So we got some road work, and then Fail Road from Severs Road to State Road 2. That's also closed. We're going to find out more about that once Sound Off is over in just a minute or so. Anything else happening to mention? Of course, Stump the Mayor again tomorrow morning. That's a popular show. Mayor Dermody will be on with Dennis to see if Dennis can stump him with a question about LaPorte. Here's a text message. Has anything been said about setting up for the parade the day before? I don't think Dawn said anything about setting up for the parade the day before. I think you're talking about the spots people reserve to to sit down in their lawn chairs and watch the parade go by the very next day. Long tradition, that's for sure. People have been setting up their chairs. Who knows how long? That's been going on since I've been here, and I've been here quite a long time. So, so people will be setting out their lawn chairs or coolers and things of that nature beginning before the day before the parade. So it's always interesting to see. I tell you what, that'll do it for Sound Off today. As always, thanks for the calls. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on Friday. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us and voicing your opinion on this edition of Sound Off. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. Sound Off airs live every Monday and Friday, immediately following Update 12 News, and is available online after the show is over under the podcast menu at hometownnewsnow.com. Mark your calendar and join us again for the next edition of Sound Off, right here on 96.7 The Eagle.